You feel that now? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, know you and your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee to the shit, I'm still.
I keep forgetting. I made the intro so much shorter. Oh my god! I thought I was like, oh, I got a minute.
Did I miss myself, or because
you were there? You were there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Brenda.
What's up, Jazz?
Jasmine Ruiz is here. Do I hear the? You hear it, Jasmine? I don't hear it.
I hear it.
Oh, okay. And our guest today is Miss Brenda Raquel, aka MissBigB.
Hi guys.
So, damn, I'm a little off today. Who is Brenda Raquel?
I don't know. Do you know her?
No.
Oh. Who is Brenda Raquel? Brenda Raquel is a mama.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people still don't know that I have a kid. I have a kid, people.
Body like that, girl. It's hard. Houseway. Houseway.
A grown kid at that, but we'll get back to.
So about that, I'm an actress. I am a good person. I'm a hard worker. I don't know. I'm a lot of things.
A good person.
I am a good person.
We need more of those.
We need, do we? Do we?
Of course we do.
Or do we just need like more like real sadistic people, or like straightforward people, or do we need more?
But I'm both, because there are layers to me. So I'm a straightforward person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a blunt person. I'm going to keep it real with you, but that doesn't take away from me being a good person.
Yeah.
Okay.
She might hurt your feelings, but she does it with
You know
the
what
good
I'm saying?
intention.
Then I'm gonna say I'm sorry.
Wow. So that's like no disrespect, but
Listen, I have a niece that when she was younger, she would start all her sentences. It was like, no offense, Tia, but, and you just ready to just like,
oh,
she's gonna slay you.
no offense. So before I play this McDonald's commercial, I heard Brenda has a deep dark secret she's gonna reveal today on the show. I'm gonna play the McDonald's commercial and she's gonna respond to that right now. This episode of The Rick H Show is brought to you by McDonald's. Proudly serving communities since 1965. Este episodio de The Rick H Show es traído a ustedes por McDonald's. McDonald's es más que un lugar de comida sabrosa. Es un lugar donde la gente conecta. Growing up in Washington Heights, after softball games on Saturdays, or after school, after the park, we usually went to McDonald's. And I went there for the good times with my friends and the conversations. Usually, you work up an appetite after softball. So, the number one Big Mac meal, medium with fries, that always hit the spot for me. McDonald's always brings back fond memories for me. McDonald's. Me encanta. McDonald's. I'm loving it. McDonald's.
You record that every time.
I'm loving it. Why?
Because I be watching and half of it looks recorded, half of it doesn't look recorded, and I've been trying to figure it out for all these months.
They're all pre-records. What is that sound? Is that you, Jazz, or is that Brenda?
That is not me. Brenda probably put that AC on.
It's been on the whole time.
It was Ivan.
I hear it.
The thing
too,
is,
but it's not
Brenda's
me.
live from Ivan's studio, so they went all out for Brenda. They got her the executive chair. They got her some delicious food. They got her some $16 water.
Okay.
Yo.
Alright.
Tommy
Brenda's
and
top
Ivan
notch,
know
VIP.
they trying to keep her in the fold. Like,
Right. Like I barely come here, so they were like, let's make sure she comes back again.
Brenda's
All
here.
right, but what is the hum though?
No, that's the AC, but it's going down, and I lowered her microphone a little bit. But
right.
it's okay. It's okay.
You
Are
want to
you
turn
okay?
it
All
off?
right, so let's get into it.
Go ahead, Jazz.
AC.
What's your first question before Brenda reveals her deep dark secret?
So nervous.
Brenda, I want to know, how do you send all these self-tapes? Because you recently posted and it was just like all these self-tapes back to back to back to back to back. I want like what is your day? Do you have your 9 to 5 and you're just home self-taping? Like, what's your
Mm.
day?
Yes, let's go through your day-to-day
Okay, so
activities.
I can tell you my day today. Let's say,
Okay.
right? I have a commercial audition. They sent me yesterday. That's due today at 8 p.m. But
Mm-hmm.
because I know I wasn't gonna be able to do it today, I mean, anytime during today the day, I woke up extra early today. I did it in the morning. I
Mm-hmm.
took my son to school. I went to work. At lunchtime, I went to do the promo picture for a short film. Then I rushed over here for a Zoom meeting for Sabor Latino, and then now I'm here with you guys. And that's like,
Damn.
Is this every day or is it just
it's
happen
not
to?
every single day, but like some of my days are just like this.
Got
But
you.
as far as tapes, no, I do them when at night. I have a friend that he's always available to like to help me. He's my reader,
Mm-hmm.
so it makes it much easier for me. Or like I'll call someone on the phone. But yeah, some there are slow seasons where I'm not auditioning a lot, but it's like they all come together on in the same week.
That's good. You know, you're booking
Yeah.
busy. You're booking and busy.
So you had a very busy. Was it 2021 where you came out on SVU twice? Did a short
Hey.
film, La Factoria, all the content you shoot for social media. Uh, like let's say if I'm a young lady and I'm looking up to Miss B, how do like this is what I want to do with myself, Brenda? How do I start? Where do I go? Like, what's my first move?
Okay, so I get those kind of questions, and like people that say that they want to start acting. So
Hmm.
I obviously always guide them to taking an acting class, because
Okay.
everyone seems to think they're a natural, and this is like a craft that you actually have to study.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It This industry will humble you, because I thought the same thing. I was like, well, I got it. I'm just naturally talented, and it's like, no, that's not what it is.
Hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
also tell people a lot. I actually said that to someone today, that just get to writing. Like if you want to be a writer, you want to create, get to it, but don't expect people to be as excited for your project as you are, and don't let that discourage you,
Hmm.
because you create something, you're like, oh my god, this is awesome, and you show it to someone and they don't share that excitement with you. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, don't let that discourage you. And
Right.
basically, I would advise anyone to, like, I feel like it's never too late to do the things you love,
Hmm.
and you might not be able to leave your job to do it. Look, I haven't left my job. I've had opportunities that maybe I could have considered, and I'm like, no, you have to be smart.
Hmm.
So you just keep working at it.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you there, girl. You know, I want to ask, what are some things about the industry that you don't know, some good, some bad, until
Hmm.
you actually get in the industry and like, you've been doing it for years. Like what's something that like really jarred you when you learned it and that you took that as like a moment of learning for the future that really helped you?
um the business aspect of it, where like sometimes they don't pick the talent, they pick the popularity.
Mm,
I don't know when people are going to learn that, like, let's say followers don't necessarily translate to viewers.
Wow, I got a follow-up
mm-hmm.
question for this.
Okay, because you can have a million followers, and those million people are not there, they don't translate into viewers.
Hmm.
Right.
So that I used to see people like getting gigs just off of that, and I used to get upset, and now I'm just like, okay, whatever. And those
Mm-hmm.
projects never go anywhere.
So you mentioned the follow. My cousin's an actor, and he said this on a previous episode that he was up for roles and that he felt like that role was perfect for him, and he felt like he killed it. But they always went with the person who had a bigger following on Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media.
Yeah, it sucks.
That
Um,
sucks.
do you think that is a direct cause of this whole wave of influencers who have taken over marketing and promotion? Or do you think that's just Hollywood trying to get eyeballs to whatever product they're trying to produce or whatever TV show they're trying to do?
I think it's both. I think our attention span got shorter, and we're always on our phones. So you have to do
Mm-hmm.
whatever it takes to get someone to stream something, or to for someone to go to a movie theater. So
Hmm.
I get the business aspect of it. If someone's very popular, has a lot of followers, you think that that's going to generate, a big audience, and
Hmm.
in return, revenue, right?
Hmm.
So I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I would add to that and say that, I feel like it's also a little bit of insecurity in the industry because it's like kind of crazy to me that the idea of trying to like ride the clout of someone just because they have a
Mm,
lot of following when you are like producing something. Like if what you're producing is really that good, you shouldn't need to care about if anyone has following or not.
Right.
mm,
Like you should just trust that your work is good. Stranger Things, all these were kid actors.
Mm-hmm.
No one knew them, but they knew that shit was good, and that's why it worked.
Right.
And I feel like if people got projects that they really believe in, they're gonna pick the right person based on the talent and not none of that other
Right.
shit.
But it's also a production company or a big
mm,
studio. They won't take your project if you don't have a big name attached to it. Because
Yeah.
to them is like, well, what money are you gonna make us, you know? So
mm,
I saw an
Yeah.
interview with Viola Davis where she's like, it's our job to support our own projects because now you have to show these studios like, look, I did this movie last time and look at
people
all the
showed
money
out.
we made. People
Mm,
showed out.
Right.
And so I think there's a little problem with that too, the way
mm.
we support each other as well.
Right. I totally agree.
So let me ask you both this. So Brenda, you said something more about and Jazz, you said about writing wave, and Brenda mentioned the short attention span. I had this argument with someone, and I feel like the short attention span thing is not, it's not the end all be all of it. I feel like if you have a great story and something that's amazing, like what you guys did with the Factoria, that was great. And I feel like eventually it doesn't happen right away. I mean, look at Squid Game. I think it was like 10, 12
10
years the guy.
years, yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't happen right away, but things that are good and solid and stories, because people love stories. So when you're doing
Hmm.
stand up and you're doing sets and you're doing stories, they'll remember that joke faster as opposed to me going up there and just doing bits one after the other.
Right.
Um, so I think it's a mixture of both. But let me ask you now, Brenda. Do you think at this moment in time, if they offered you a off Broadway play that you were passionate about or a recurring role on television, which one of the two?
I know that you know the answer to this, right? I know that.
Hold
Obviously.
on a
Like
second.
what?
Wait.
Like what?
This off Broadway play could potentially get you a Tony, right? This recurring role on TV is going to secure your employment 5, 6 years. What at this point where you're at right now? What to you is more? What's more appealing to you?
1,000% TV. A
I th-
thespian, a true
Like I
thespian.
don't know why Rick
Yeah, like
asked that.
I
Like he
feel
ain't
like
know.
it was a bad
it's not a bad
choice as well.
a
Well,
Tony,
yeah, a Tony would
a role that's
a true
perfect
thespian would
because
say that that's better for their career, right?
hmm
But I'm not a fan
no,
of the stage.
but
Like
you've done
stage
Gotcha.
so.
theater
How many times you've done the checklist already?
twice.
You've done
And
it.
She liked the
well,
No,
camera.
but
as
I
the
mean the
lead,
runs, the
as the
runs that
lead,
you. Yeah,
I've only done the play twice as the lead, and there's a third time now in October.
yeah, but you guys did like 4 shows in one, like 2 weeks or something
No,
like that. No, you've only done it twice.
yeah,
So it wasn't something that you were crazy about.
no.
Really?
It's really good though that you know that about yourself. I feel like a
Hmm.
lot of people, you got to be able to try everything to really know it was working for you and what's not working for
Mm,
you. So that's just good that you
Yeah,
know
but
that.
even before jumping on that, I never like someone who's like truly passionate about acting,
hmm.
like their end goal, they want to be on Broadway, and I
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never dreamt of that. So
So Lima de
I
Miranda
enjoy it.
comes through and he's like, "Yo,
No,
Brenda,
espérate,
I
espérate.
wrote this. Hold on."
Como loca.
That's
No, but
Lin
listen,
Manuel.
no, but I enjoy it when I'm
Mm,
doing it. It's not that I don't enjoy it because I'm still acting. I'm still on stage acting. What I'm saying is that's not like my dream to be on
Right.
Broadway. It's not.
okay.
Right.
My follow up, Brenda, you could be a regular on Law and Order, a detective this time, or you could take half of the check you're gonna get on Law and Order, and we'll produce one of the projects you did with Tommy or Ivan.
Fuck Tommy, like
Yo, get out his studio. That's it. You're
I know.
done.
He's gonna
You're
be like,
done.
he's not even paying attention.
He in the back,
They're
like,
gonna give you the
what?
money, like, yo, you guys
You
could
know
do the
what's crazy though?
factoria,
That I
or
feel like even if I try to choose them, they would not let
they
me.
would push you
Hmm.
towards.
Because I feel like I can make more money anyway being on the show, and I'll
Mhm,
come back and still fund the
the
our
project.
project.
Facts. I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Mhm. So in La Factoria, you're in the show and you help produce it. But now in Sabor Latino, you're kind of the showrunner in that one. How's that
Right.
different from what you did in La
Hey.
Factoria?
Oh, yeah.
Because Ivan talked about it on the podcast, and he said that to do both at the same time was a little difficult. So that one, he was like, Brenda, that's all you. So now, what?
Well, I feel like
And
it, it
give us a little background on what is Sabor Latino for anyone listening.
all right. So I feel like with La Factoria, it was kind of like that anyway,
Mhm.
because like I was still helping direct. I was going through
I
this,
run Tommy and Ivan basically. No,
and
Brenda's like, I'm the big B.
you know what I'm
Hello.
saying? Like everybody knows that. So I was doing. I was telling someone actually the other day, like I wouldn't show La Factoria like, oh look, this is my acting work. Like this is what I
Mhm,
do, because I would literally just like finish directing something, and then the camera will go on me, and I'm like just saying my lines.
mhm,
It was that kind of like atmosphere. We always like, most of the time we were rushing to like get out of the place. It was crazy. But it was still Ivan in charge. I was just helping him. With Sabor Latino, I felt more confident, like even who I chose as the actors,
mhm.
or like just
I didn't get picked.
you didn't audition.
Mm, all right.
You didn't
I'll,
get the casting. Well, don't worry, because we're gonna reshoot it. So
mhm.
Oh, you gotta
Sabor
take
Latino,
her notes on the self tape.
yes, take my
Okay,
number.
Sabor Latino. I'm so sorry. Go.
It's okay. Sabor Latino, it's I guess a family friendly. It's like a dramedy, and it's based in a restaurant.
Mhm,
So it kind of has La Factoria flow, but it's based in a restaurant. There's like, breaking the fourth wall. There's like, I don't want to give up too much, but there's like a
mhm.
cool character that we have that breaks down certain things.
What's the theme
So
of it?
the theme, what do you mean? Like,
What's like the message or the big question that it
Mm.
answers that you get want to get across and want people to feel?
it's so much. Like it's a little bit of everything. It's like the culture climate, like harassment at the workplace, just like anything that you can think can happen in a restaurant, in a setting, like
Mm-hmm.
even with the customers, like politics. And I guess at the end of the day would be resolution, how you we all come together at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Food
Mhm,
brings us together, like we're Latino,
Yes, of
happy
mhm.
all
course. Of course. I love that. I love that.
So in this show, are you in it, acting in it?
You think I'm gonna make a show and I put myself
Yo,
in it?
yo, I'm
Okay.
not. Rick. We gotta
Hold on.
pre-screen these questions.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
What
no,
are
No,
you throwing at
we don't.
Brenda?
We don't.
no,
I
I'm
thought
gonna
Brenda
tell.
was gonna be like, I'm all behind the scenes.
I,
My
I'm
names
almost
are gonna
I'm
be on
almost
it.
considering it though. I'm almost
Huh?
considering it because
Oh,
it's like so much that, like I said, it's like I don't have time to like get into character because I'm like thrown in it right away.
I feel
I
you. I
think you
feel
did a
you.
great job. And first of all, the first time I had you on the show, I had only seen the pilot for La Factoria. Now, having seen the whole season, I felt like it was a character that was written closely to the characters you portray online. So it kind of was
Right.
like
So I
easy
wasn't
for
really
you to.
acting, right?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it
No,
was
no,
easy
no.
for you
But I'm
to.
agreeing
to
with
s-
you. I'm
yeah,
agreeing
yeah.
with
It
you.
was easy for you to switch on and get into character quickly.
Right, because
Now,
I would go from like reprimanding them
mhm.
to then okay now, and my character was reprimanding someone or just like rolling her eyes like these guys are so dumb, and that's kind of like our dynamic.
And I think every time you roasted Tommy in the confessionals, it gave the show like your brand of comedy was perfect for the whole entirety of the show because Tommy would say something that was actually pretty funny and like clever. I forgot what it was about. He said a bunch of lines, and then they would
Camarón que se duerme, something.
yeah the shit on the
Yeah, he
yeah
said some
yeah.
crazy stuff.
So and then you would roast them right afterwards, and it was like perfectly timed. So I think that that was a good thing to do. But with Sabor Latino, can you give us a background on your character? You played sort of Pam, but it wasn't really Pam in La Factoria. In this one, are you like, since it's
So
a restaurant,
that's
the
the thing.
hostess, the waitress, the owner, the
No, so I'm a waitress. And I
oh,
still work with Don Tomas. But the
hmm
thing is, this is why I'm not saying too much.
hmm
We're kind of, did you see the pilot?
hmm
So we're like kind of scratching that. And
okay,
we're gonna reinvent it and we're gonna
hmm
shoot the pilot again. So whatever you saw there might not make it to the new
okay.
pilot.
My other follow up question: I know that La Factoria, does it still blend with La Factoria at a certain point?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a third show. We're not going to talk about it, but Ivan already mentioned it previously.
I'm all showed out. So I don't even know that that's one of the things we're talking about. If it's going to kind of connect to La Factoria,
hmm
we're still like navigating.
That would be really dope. That would be really
Yeah,
dope.
that
So he,
that was really what we did
it's kind of like the
originally.
Power universe where like they all,
Yeah.
which would be cool, which would be cool. But you
And like
go,
just now what they're doing with like the Game of Thrones
mm,
universe, we got House of Dragon and we're gonna get like some other ones too. So
Mhm.
that's like love that.
TV or film, Brenda.
I was thinking about that today, and I couldn't decide. I was like, what if like I think I know why. When I asked on Instagram for people to ask me
hmm
what my ideal career would be,
hmm
I think I would choose TV. Um, in my ideal world, I would be a series regular on a obviously a good TV show, and I'd still have time to go home and do my thing with my family, and
hmm
that would
Hmm.
be ideal for me. So I was thinking, I'm like TV or film. I don't know because I love both.
Is it more scheduling? Because with television, you have a set schedule. Film, you're shooting for 6, 8, 10 weeks, depending on how long the film is and whatever special effects, and then you're off.
Right.
Is it more of a scheduling thing for you, or
I don't know if it's just that. And I really can't decide which one I would want more, to be honest. Because then if you think about it, I was like, oh, I make 2 movies a year.
hmm
I'm set, right? I
hmm
don't know.
Hmm.
Can I do both? I want to do both.
I mean, it used to
You could
be
do both.
it used to be film. People would frown on people to be on television, and then The Sopranos came out, and it kind of flipped everything around.
Right.
Now it's actually very good to be on TV.
Yes, TV
Yeah.
became more cinematic.
hmm
I've never met an actor whose dream or rite of passage as an actor wasn't to be on Law and Order.
Well,
Like
Manny
that's
Perez
like
has been
every
on every single Law and Order.
yeah.
Yes, and he's also been on like FBI, all the other ones too.
All the okay.
Would you? Is that the thing now? Like, would we see you on organized crime, on the original Law and Order, on Criminal
I,
Intent? I don't know if
I
they still do
wish.
Criminal Intent.
I wish. Listen, the way it works is it's so funny. People just like, oh, why don't you get on this show? And I'm like, en serio.
Right? Like,
Like
call
I
them
would,
up for me.
right,
What you
right.
mean? You tell
So
me.
so the way it works really, like I have an agent, so whatever she sends me,
hmm
and that's what I audition for. And I
Okay.
don't
Got
get
you.
and I don't get a lot like of big ones. Like the Law and Order one was only my second audition for Law and Order and my second like big TV show audition when I
hmm
got it.
Got you.
So I listen, I thank God every single day for that opportunity because I know how people who have been in the game for a long, long time and still haven't been able to get on that show.
hmm
So
Hmm.
it's a blessing.
So
I have a
let's talk
question.
about Law and Order. Go ahead, Jazz. Because
I would
go ahead.
go with Law and Order because my question is like a type of question, which
Okay, I
maybe some
DVR'd
answer
it,
here.
the first one, right? And usually you go on Law and Order, you do one roll, and then, but they brought you back.
They did. Double blessing. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
How did that come about? Was it your acting chops? Were the producers impressed?
I don't know. I don't know. I know that the director Norberto Barba, he's so awesome.
hmm
And I don't know. I guess they were Law and Order was starting to do this thing where like they reconnected with past episodes
hmm
and
Hmm.
they wanted to do that with my past episode and I don't know. I got the call and I was like, "Are you sure?" That's what they
Like
want.
you're requesting me?
Yeah, do it all me. Yeah. So that was exciting.
That's nice. I was gonna ask, do you have like are those procedural shows your favorite type of show that you would want to do? Like, do
Mm.
you want to because obviously you also have comedy. Are you interested in dramedy? Like, if you could pick a genre and type of show, like
Musical.
what's your top? What's your top? Number it out for us.
Dramedy. Top.
Dramedy.
Mm.
Because I wanna be funny, but I wanna cry. I wanna cry.
Yeah.
Let's see it's to come out. I feel like
Gotcha.
dramedy, then drama, um, and then maybe like an law and order type show. Yep.
So if my
Gotcha.
phone rings and it's Shonda Rhimes and she's like, "Yo, I'm trying to do," I know you're a big fan of Scandal.
Scandal.
I'm trying to do the Latin version of Scandal based out of
Hey.
Oh, you
DR.
gotta go to my page and see that I'm Olivia Popa. Like, hello.
That would be the dream role, or is it another? Is it a specific show that you've always been a fan on that, um, past or present?
I, I don't know if it's my favorite show, but I swore up and down I was gonna be on Power. Okay, the original
Okay.
Power, not all the other ones.
Uh-huh.
I swore that I was gonna be on that show, so that was exciting. I would have loved to be like in How to Get Away with Murder.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't really actually I don't watch as much TV as I should as an actress.
It's crazy. Same. Same.
¿Con
And I
qué,
think it's
con qué tiempo?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Rick, what
Even
you gotta say
watching like a
about this?
full
So
thing a night is
I'm
tough.
in media, so I have to study all this stuff, right? So during my train rides, I have a long commute. There's things that I write down. I have all my notes and my stuff. Jazz mentioned, House of Dragons.
Mhm.
Um, you have to, I don't know, maybe invest some time.
Well,
Right.
Is there a
that's why
show? Wait, is there a show you haven't watched that every like it's one of those like
If
Game
I
of
tell you
Thrones?
all the things that I have not watched, you would be like, "What?"
damn.
Game
Give
of
me one
Thrones,
show.
Game
Game
of
of Thrones.
Walking Dead.
Stab me in the heart. Stab me in the heart on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know.
It's
So,
You
tough.
know, there's an
here's
app
the
now.
thing,
You
like,
could download these joints, right, and then just watch them at
right?
your
But think
leisure.
about my day that I just expressed to you. I
Yeah,
just
she's not
detailed my day,
chilling.
right?
Can
And
I
I'm
can I
always
give you my day
driving,
to day?
right? But I'm always like I'm either driving to
Oh,
get.
you
I'm never
drive to
like
work.
yeah.
It's
I
different.
don't
Okay,
I
okay.
don't sit still anywhere. Like maybe when I'm gonna go do
Hmm.
my nails and then I can't use my hands. And then when I do have free moments, you got to remember I have to catch up on running errands or like house
Your
stuff.
son.
My
Yeah.
son, oh, I have a son, yeah. Um, and then when I do like finally, have a moment, I do watch Netflix. It watches
Yeah.
Okay.
me mostly,
Yeah,
but
I
yeah,
think for all of us it does. So,
Yeah.
wow, Game of Thrones. What's a movie you haven't watched?
it's so many. And then my sister's like a big TV head. She's a big Law
Hmm.
and Order fan,
Hmm.
and when she asked me about movies, I'm like, I haven't seen that. She said, "What kind of actress are
Wow.
you?" I'm
You
like,
know what I've been doing? You know what I've been doing? So every time someone mentions a movie or a show or something that I have not seen, like I'll like write it down. And then I'm like, okay,
mm,
if I ever like am in a mood where I'm like, okay, I have some time, maybe I want to watch a movie, I'll go watch the movie or the show or whatever that I recently wrote down. And
I
so because
actually
Wow.
of
have in
that,
my notes a few things I want to watch because I watched this casting director. Oh man, I just feel insulted every time she posts because she's like, "Oh, you call yourself an actor, but you haven't watched this or you haven't read this book," and I'm like,
yo, I felt that
like,
before.
yeah, she like every time she posts, it's like, "Ugh." But she's
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
Wow.
maybe or whatever.
for sure, for
So that's
sure.
not Brenda's deep dark secret that she doesn't watch TV or
Yes,
movies.
what is the deep dark secret?
I don't know if I should say it.
What's
Um,
something you never said in an interview?
my relationship status because everybody wants to know always.
Hey. Right, well,
And
we
I
gotta
ain't
get
gonna
out.
say today
Hold on. I
either.
was about to tell you you don't need to say that,
I'm not.
but you
But
do
I
get
do have
handed
to
it.
answer because some people
Hmm.
sent me questions and
So
like there was
What?
there were a
Let's
few
do a
questions.
few of those.
So there were a few questions in common, and
Okay.
I just want to address. Like one of them was like, "Would you date a regular schmegular guy?" And then the other one
Oh my
said,
God.
"Would you?"
Was this
And
done anonymously? Have you done that one yet, Brenda?
She said
The
it's
anonymous?
not anonymous. I know who did this.
no, no, and it's not just one person. Other people ask like similar questions, and I'm like, "Are you
Wow.
serious? Like, I'm a regular schmegular girl. What do you mean if I date regular guys? Like,
Because people are under the assumption, that you date celebrities, movie stars,
si yo estuviera pasando trabajo,
musicians.
trabajando,
Mhm.
9 to 5."
I'm just saying, like they figure this is a woman that knows what.
I think what they're really trying to ask, if you ain't got money.
Is that what it is? So
Uh,
yo tengo
regular,
cara
I
de,
think
yo
that's what
tengo,
they mean. That's what they mean by
I
regular
think
schmegular.
they mean, do you date people that are under your league? I really think I think it's a bunch of dudes that they probably like, yo, Brenda's out of my league. Would she even date a regular dude like me?
Well, I don't think Tommy and Ivan would
probably
let
not.
her date a regular dude, like a dude beneath her.
But you see that because that sounds condescending as shit. Like, what's a
What?
dude beneath me? Like, what?
Not beneath you, but like
I meant like physically appealing, like out of my league type
Oh,
thing,
you
because you're
mean
so
that? I mean like
gorgeous.
a dude that
Oh,
lives with his mom. He not working right now. He
You
doing
know,
okay,
that too.
his.
That too.
yeah. I
So
mean,
that
listen.
You know, I hate this question. I have to
I'm
jump in.
just
I hate
saying,
this
like, why
question.
dudes is trying to shoot they shot though? Like, she just
I
said
mean, but
she.
I'm glad he asked because I wanted to mean like, what do you mean? Like, I'm a regular girl, but like, I
Mhm.
I just feel like
Mm,
even in general, nothing to do with me. I feel like men should have their shit together when they
okay.
Yeah.
approach a woman because I feel like
What does
a
that
lot.
mean for you? What does that look like for you?
Well, what it means to me is their shit together for their standards. Like, if you feel like you're not where you want to be in life, like let's say with
Mm,
money wise, career wise, or physical appearance,
mm.
then you shouldn't approach someone to then be insecure in that relationship
So
or
confidence. She wants a dude that's confident
no, but
in.
you not just confidence, you have to have your shit together
Okay.
because then you can't come in now feeling insecure because I'm like, damn, she's doing all of this and I don't have this.
Mm.
So then why
Why
don't you
you
So then,
asking?
approach
so
me?
then
Okay.
why you shooting a shot?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. It would be interesting though if you did this unanimously, because I think a lot of people that are afraid would like seriously. Like, have you done it? You haven't done it yet, Josh, right?
Then
I
what?
think I did it one time,
The quiz thing.
but it's
It's
not
the
No, the
most
ask me
anonymous.
professional
on
way.
IG.
It's not anonymous.
No, it's not anonymous. I
It's
did one
not.
today.
Someone
I
asked
said
me
if
a
you
very deep question. I just want to answer. I'm not gonna
Okay.
say the question. I'm just gonna answer it. Um, dipping on your Ninja Honda with Tanisha and Rhonda. Do you know what she asked me?
No, I'm clueless right now. Do you
say it
see
again, say
that?
it again, say it again.
Dipping on your Ninja Honda with Tanisha and Rhonda.
That means you, I think, took your dude's car with your two best friends.
It's a little Kim line. She said, "Who you love and who you want to be hugging."
Hugging. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
sorry.
stop.
I thought it was corny and cute, so I answered it. Okay, we could skip all of these.
Let's just do one last one. One
Thank you
last
for
one that
those.
you're.
I think those were good.
It would be interesting to see what kind of messages.
No, let me tell you something. You might not believe, but no one comes at me sideways. I
Really?
don't get like disrespectful
I think it's
DMs.
because people see your video and they're like, "Yo,
Yeah,
she not."
yeah, I feel you.
So like, yeah, I'm like, I ain't gonna get a dick pic or nothing. I'm just kidding.
She
Um,
don't want that.
I don't,
She don't want that. We are not welcoming
at
that
all. You're
in.
getting blocked and deleted. Like, it's not gonna happen. But no, for the most part, people come at me correct. So I'm
That's
always
good.
grateful for that.
Okay,
Amen.
that's good. That's good.
Would you ever leave New York and move to LA for your acting career?
That's a great question.
I would only do it if I'm already established and whatever I'm filming requires me to live there. But
Hmm.
me, like as an aspiring actress, to move to LA, absolutely not.
I'm with you. I'm with
If
you.
I
So
if I can make
let's.
it here, I can make it anywhere.
They
Hey,
they lined up 3 pilots for you, but you got to live in LA for 6 months.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's short.
So
It's short lived.
let me
There's a
ask
time
you.
frame on it.
Let me ask you, since we were talking about the commenting. So Jazz does a lot of videos online, and it's comedy because she's stand-up comic, she's a
She's
comedian all around.
Jasmine is so dope.
And
Okay,
Thank
you
you.
are.
and when she does videos, usually the comment will lead to not like, "Yo, that shit is funny," and had me dying, had me rolling, but Jazz,
That ass is
Yo,
fat.
what's good,
I mean,
mommy? What's good,
but
mommy?
do you get that, Brenda?
no. I mean, occasionally somebody will be like, I'm like displaying one thing and they're like, oh, you look so fly. I'm like, but what does that have to do with what I just, but nothing.
You're like drinking orange juice, and they're like, "Yo."
But remember, it's most of it is on IG
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it's not like TikTok where it's like a bunch of strangers and stuff and,
You know,
and,
I
and,
actually
and they're
get
wild.
those mostly on IG. On TikTok,
Really?
people really keep it to comedy. I like 92 of my percent of my following right now is men. And I think it's because I'm making fun of them with Dr. G. But I'm like, can I get some ladies on my shit,
I
please?
know.
92%.
I need you guys.
That's a high ratio. We got to work on that.
That's pretty
I mean,
crazy. And
you
I'm not even out here showing booty
try
or
not
nothing.
looking so good, girl.
I've been I've been trying. Like, look at me right now. Look at me right now. I'm chilling.
So I'm gonna play a really quick commercial, and then you guys line up your questions for Brenda. But I got like, she's gonna reveal finally her deep dark secret that she's never revealed in any interview ever, besides her relationship status, which is that's a private life. So don't ask her about
Word
that.
up.
Word up.
But she will reveal her deep dark secret. Stay tuned. This episode of The Rick H Show is brought to you by Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. Gold Peak Real Brew Tea is here to unleash your sense of try, to ignite passions and rekindle old ones. So try Gold Peak and then try something else, because this taste is worth the try. I'm telling you, there's nothing more refreshing, nothing I love more, especially on these hot days, than a nice cold bottle of Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. So try Gold Peak. Tell them Rick H sent you. Because the taste is worth the try. Try Gold Peak. Gold Peak Real Brew Tea. Try Gold Peak.
Real routine.
Real Brew Tea. Wow. So we're here with MissBigB. Yes, you don't watch television.
I do, just not a lot.
You don't watch television or films.
I'm actually watching a novela with my mom right now.
Eso no
Oh,
cuenta,
that's
muchacha.
sweet.
Claro
Eso
que
no,
sí.
no cuenta. What you watching, Luz Clarita?
It's along those lines. It's called Hasta que la plata no se pare. It's a
Wow.
Colombian
I know
novela.
you. Did you watch novelas growing up?
Oh, did I?
What's your favorite?
Damn, I was about to just say how old I am with this one, but
Dos
uh,
mujeres, un camino.
I didn't like. I mean, I watched all of them, but that wasn't my favorite.
Muchachitas.
I like Muchachita. That's what I was gonna say.
Um. Damn. So soap opera. Yeah. I got thrown for a loop there. I don't remember my question now.
Well, it was
Oh.
about her deep dark secret, but we have a question right here from a viewer. Has there been a role that you are happy that you have not gotten?
That's a good question. Yes, yes, and I'm going to say something. I auditioned for a show that I had never gotten a chance to audition for, and I was so excited. And for that show, you have to show nudity. And I remember I wanted to be on this show so bad, and I auditioned for it, even though I knew I didn't feel comfortable doing that. And so I didn't get the part. And then I heard that someone who got offered the part turned it down because of nudity. And I said, wow. Like I felt bad because I was like, yo, I was willing to like show little titties just to be on the show. And I wasn't very proud of myself. And I'm just glad I didn't get it, you know?
So is that something that it's a no that you wouldn't do on film or TV?
I don't think I would.
Or before we answer that question, not just that, but is there like a role also that you wouldn't play that you feel like it's degrading, it's beneath you or degrade, not beneath you, but degrading or
I'm not
sends
gonna.
the
Something
wrong
you don't want
message?
to your
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
I'll tell you a role that I was offered for. It's an independent film, and when I saw the script and like it was like really raunchy, and like there's I'm gonna answer your question all over the place because it's not that I'm completely against it if it
Mhm,
makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it makes sense, if it's not super out there,
If there's substance.
there has to be substance because like a lot of
Mhm.
these shows is like it's basically porn.
mhm. Give me
It's
an
like
example of one that you feel that okay, that makes sense there.
But
She
she don't
don't
watch
watch.
shows.
She don't watch shows or,
no, I'm
or
trying to think
movies.
when Halle Berry showed her boobs.
Oh, and
Monster was it?
Monster. Is it Monster? I was gonna say Monster's Ball for some reason, but I think it's
I
Monsters.
think
The
it's
name of the
Monster.
film.
I can't think of a
Okay,
specific
so if
time,
it
but
makes sense.
so if it makes sense,
Mhm. She
and
also, it was James Bond, I think, the first time, and also Swordfish with uh, what's the name of the guy? John Travolta.
right, so I wouldn't completely turn something down like that if it makes sense. That's why you got to read what they're putting you to do because
Mm-hmm.
the one that I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, I turned it down because I'm like, come on, they were trying to have me do stuff in the car, even if it's stimulated. You're not actually doing it. It's just like
Hmm.
too much, right?
Yeah.
One thing I would rather not have to play
Hmm.
is anything like demonic, like where you're like with
Oh,
spirits. I don't
mm-mm.
Really?
I don't want anything
I'm
dark
with
like
you. No, thank you. No, thank. That's so
No horror
scary.
flicks for Brenda.
that. It could be a horror film, but
Just not in the spiritual
yeah,
realm.
not in this there you got it.
I'm with you,
Okay.
girl.
Wow. So
Yeah.
many questions. Oh, so me and Jazz, Jazz and I are gonna give you two things that you should watch. Oh, Ivan is the worst.
The world is not ready for them.
Ivan,
I
you so
feel
funny.
like
Yo,
yeah, like no, why?
on set, what role is more comfortable besides acting, producing, director, assistant director? I mean, she's done a few of them, so yeah, that's a good question.
Director, I like directing.
She likes to be in charge.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna recommend a television show, and Jazz is gonna recommend a film for you to watch.
Okay.
Would you agree to
Film.
this?
Yeah, and I'm going to write it in my notes. So whenever I
Writing my
am
notes.
able to.
I'm gonna let Jazz go first,
And
so I
I'm
gotta
gonna let
think
you
about
know if it sucks the first 5 minutes, I'm not giving it more of a chance.
it.
Got
Okay,
you.
so
And I'm
Game of
also gonna make a confession.
Thrones is out the window. Okay,
Breaking Bad, I've tried, I think, twice to watch it. It is way too slow for me at the beginning, and like people are like, "Oh, you gotta wait till the seventh episode." I'm like, "What?"
Wait, what?
wow,
What?
Yeah,
wow,
I didn't. You
okay,
know what? I got whatever. I got a long love hate relationship with Breaking Bad. I love it, but I can't finish it
it's the
because I
best.
get too emotionally.
I can't
I
recommend
get too
shows
I,
to you
I
guys.
still
emotionally
say to
involved.
this day that I'm going to give it another shot because the
Hmm.
way people rave about how great it is, I'm
It
going
Mhm.
is great. It is great. It is great. I will say that.
What about The Wire? Have you seen The Wire?
but not then. I started watching it like maybe a year or 2 years ago.
And
I
you
didn't get
like
to
it?
Mm,
finish it because then the quality, damn, it's really hard to watch.
It's
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I like it's like if you watch the first
It's
few
a
seasons of The
classic.
Sopranos,
I
is
know.
kind of hard to.
I want to
Okay,
finish
Yeah.
The Wire though.
okay, all right. So Jazz, you got one in mind?
A movie, a film.
A film.
Mm, I'm not really a movie watcher. Let me think on this one.
You
You
see,
want to switch?
it's not just
You
I
want
me.
to
could do
do
a
TV?
TV show. I could
All
do a
right,
TV
you do
show.
the TV show. I'll think of a film.
Okay. So I recently, and again, I'm like a decade late to this because I'm just like you, Brenda. I don't really watch TV like that. But I recently just watched 30 Rock. And one, I've always loved Tina Fey. Like she's such a good comedian. Um, but 30 Rock has been like raved to be such good writing
Hmm.
because it's like 100 jokes, like very tightly packed into this like 20 something, 21-minute show. It's obviously very New York. New York is like basically its own character in the show.
Mhm.
And it's a show that is like it has like a storyline, obviously, but it's also one of those shows that you could just watch out of nowhere. And I feel like we don't really have too many of those anymore. And
Okay.
it's hilarious. It's just so funny. It's like quirky humor. It's like political satire. It's like sometimes like the joke is that the thing is actually happening, and then they add it on to the fact of what they're saying. There's just layers to the
And
jokes. The writing is just very, very good.
there's a list of
I
I
shows.
would
like the
say
way
that.
that sounds.
It's
He's
a
like,
list
there's
of
a
shows
list of shows, and
going
she's
through
like,
my mind, like Parks and Rec, Community. It's Always Sunny in
I watched some
Philadelphia.
Abbott Elementary.
Good. That's yes.
It sounds the same
That's a
line. It
great
sounds the
show.
same line.
Hmm.
You said drama, so I'm gonna give
Like,
you A Love in Time in Colora with Javier Bardem.
¿cómo fue? A Love and Time.
I think it's De
Oh,
Colora.
Ivan says, yeah, he gave it thumbs up.
It's Javier Bardem, and I forgot who the other actress is.
Okay.
Why does she have to watch it?
She likes drama and comedy. You gave her a comedy. I felt like I should have gave her like a drama.
Love it. Get them
So
crying scenes in.
Yeah.
it's a very good film, and I feel like once she watches it, she's gonna say that she wish she could have been in that film.
Okay.
Does that make
Okay.
sense? Okay,
That makes
Brenda,
sense.
what's your deep dark secret? We've kept these people in suspense for so long.
You know what is so deep and so deep that I haven't even found it yet? Like,
Okay.
what is my deep dark secret, Rick?
Well, Brenda plays basketball, and I heard she's pretty good. Is that true
That's
or
a
is that
deep.
a
That's not a.
rumor?
That's
You
not a.
nice with it?
Well, I was back in the day. I don't know about now, but I was all right.
And Ivan has doesn't he have a papa shot or a thing in the studio?
A what?
He has this shooting thing. We got to film you.
Oh, it's not here. It's in the other.
Uh-huh. Okay. So
You
Ivan, what?
haven't seen my stories when I'm in Chuck E. Cheese killing it?
No.
Hey.
If it's not on Ivan's Instagram, it's not real. So
Oh, he doesn't watch my stories, so he
so
watched.
we got to film you downstairs doing that.
Okay. I
I
play
heard you.
softball too. I played all the sports actually.
Oh,
Okay.
you
So
athletic.
I am. Well, I
so
was
what's your
Good.
actual hidden talent then? If you act, you work full time, you're a mom, and you play sports. What else don't we know about you?
what can I do?
Are you bad in the kitchen? Can you cook?
I wouldn't say bad. I don't love it.
I love the honesty.
No, let me
Not
tell you.
bad.
The things that I make, which is not like a lot of like variety, I make
Okay.
it really good. But
Oh,
it's
I
not like you're gonna come over and be like, I'm un sancocho, un rabo.
wait. So
That at the
let's
door.
rewind it. Are we doing like is it ramen noodles out the bag or
No, I'm talking about like
is it
pasta.
tres golpes or
Well,
pasta? Okay,
I
go
make
ahead, go ahead.
a very good flan.
Okay,
I
hey.
can
okay,
make pastelón. I make like stuffed shells. I make
okay.
pasta, rice, chicken,
If we ask your
shrimp.
son what's his favorite dish that mommy makes, what would be his answer?
He's gonna absolutely say, I make like shrimp and chicken fried rice, and
Hmm.
that's his favorite.
That sounds good.
Now
Yeah,
you pass down your comedic timing to your own child. How is that even possible?
he's he's something else. He's just sarcastic. I don't even think he's trying to be funny. He's just like really sarcastic and like a little old man. So he's not trying to be funny.
There's like the video you posted where you're like, "Look at your mom. That's your mom. Look how beautiful she looks." And he's like, "Wow, you're right. Yeah. How do you get your face to look like that, though?"
And that's the nice way. Like I tell people, like your my confidence. I thank the Lord that my confidence is up here because that boy will bring me down.
You think he knows how you feel about those comments, or he does it just to,
Oh,
you
you
know?
think I don't make it clear?
Mm,
I, I
okay.
yeah.
So me and Jazz got the money. I got the dope script. Right. We're doing a TV show about you.
It's gonna be boring, but go ahead.
Who we casting?
Casting to play me.
Hmm.
Why can't I play me? Like
That's not an option.
who would play me?
Olivia Pope.
Um,
What was it that you liked so much about that character? Is it Kerry Washington's performance, or
it
was just
was
the
it
script?
was it was the script. It was
Okay.
like the way she would like just in like 30 seconds of nonstop put you in your place. I
Hmm.
love that. Who would play me? I don't know. I can't think of anyone.
Actor you
I
want
like
to
that
film
answer.
with?
Just her.
Yeah, like why would anyone have to play me?
Okay. The
Unless
show's
I'm
not going good. All right.
I mean,
Throw a wrench in
wait,
it.
am I dead? Like, why can't I play me?
You're not dead. I'm just saying, like, we're doing a show. It's about your life. Who we casting to play you?
Maybe you aged out. Maybe you aged out. Maybe,
Damn, I
you're
didn't
like
say that. You
60.
see,
Let me
Maybe
tell
you're
you,
like
girl.
60
Like,
and you're like, let me
I
do.
I started writing scripts because I wanted to create content for myself,
okay,
Hmm.
and because I don't get to finish them. Like, I've been writing a romantic comedy for I don't know how many years already. So
okay.
I actually recently started watching some romantic comedies, like classics, just to see if I get inspired. I wasn't inspired. I still have a
I
Hmm.
block.
got one for you.
I got
Okay.
one for you too.
Oh,
Jazz,
tell
you go
me.
first.
My big fat Greek wedding.
Okay, I can
So
watch that.
fun.
You
So
saw it? You haven't
fun.
seen it
I
yet?
saw I saw some of it.
I just saw it. That was one of the things on my list. I just saw it this year, and there's a lot of parallels between like how like loud they are and how much they
Mm.
love food with like Latino culture. So I feel like you would really like it.
Okay. And
I'm gonna
you?
give you. I'm gonna give you two. Damn, I don't remember the name of the Jimmy Fallon movie. He's basically nuts about baseball. It's him and Drew Barrymore. Forgot the name of that one.
This sounds
But
like a really
the
old movie.
I think I know that movie. Is she like a writer?
I think she's a writer in the film. Damn, I'm good at this. Like names of, and then the other one is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Have
Oh,
you
I
seen it?
just saw that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
And you didn't get inspired.
No, I mean, he inspired it. Like, I still have like a writer's block. Not that I didn't get inspired. Like, it did
Okay.
inspire me. Like, I was like, damn, I need to finish this. But
You seen 40-year-old version?
Fever Pitch is the name of the baseball movie I'm talking about. And then I also have Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
oh, I haven't watched that one. I don't know why. It didn't seem interesting to me. But
I
I'm gonna
think you, I
watch.
thought that like if I just saw your Father of the Bride, it's pretty good. Father of the Bride.
I've seen.
One of the viewers wrote that. Uh, I thought you would be like a rom com type of person. You know,
I
like
am a
you.
rom com, but I watch almost everything else. But the ones you mentioned, I haven't watched.
No.
Like, I like all J Lo movies.
She
Okay.
makes good rom-coms.
I
I
didn't want to say Made in Manhattan or
I like all of the Monster in Law is one of my favorites, and then
Monster
I
and
like
all.
stuff like Mean Girls. Like, two of
Love
my
Mean
favorite
Girls.
movies are Mean
Tina
Girls
Fey.
and
Tina Fey.
oh my God, two can play that game.
What about Baby Mama? Have you
Baby
seen that one?
Mama. Yo, that shit's
I
That's
like.
a
funny.
funny film. Okay.
And the other one with Amy Poehler, where Tina had like her daughter that was living
I
with
think it's
Amy.
Sisters or something like that.
Yeah,
What about like
sisters.
Bridesmaids? I loved Bridesmaids too.
Bridesmaids was funny.
Okay. The writer of Bridesmaids happens to be the husband of I think Kristen Wiig did that one
Judd
with.
Apatow? You talking about Judd
No,
Apatow?
it's not Judd.
No,
It's
he knows them
Melissa
though.
McCartney's
Yes.
husband. He helped write
Okay.
the movie. Okay. So what were we doing here? I mentioned my film already. I gave her the
Yeah,
suggestion.
and I
Yeah.
said me,
Yeah. You.
and I'm
Okay.
gonna stick by that.
You.
Mm.
This is great. So if there was a celebrity and they were doing a bio on that celebrity, and you had a chance to play the role, who would that celebrity be, or actor, or whoever?
I guess aesthetically, it would make sense.
No, don't worry about that
Oh no,
because
we're
we
okay.
have a Cuban girl playing Marilyn Monroe, which I think she looks exactly like her in the film, and the photos look great. Anna de Armas. So I want to see blonde, but don't worry about that. Who
So
would
I
it
don't
be?
have to look like her.
I mean, we would have to, you know.
I
But
mean, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Because
is this a magic world where she could like snap her fingers and just
I mean,
like,
we got prosthetics and stuff like that. We
no,
can
I'm
do.
I,
saying
I,
because I would love to like play J Lo story, but I look nothing like her.
nah,
So
you could
that's
play
I
that
was gonna say
story.
Zoe Saldana, but
I can see
that's
that.
more because of the appearance than
No.
anything else.
So J Lo's your favorite actress? That's your. That's
She's not my favorite actress, but
who
I
is?
do Viola Davis and Rachel
Okay.
McAdams.
Mm,
Rachel McAdams.
I
she's
love
Really?
great.
Rachel McAdams.
That's shocking.
What's her favorite
Oh,
movie
I'm
that
not
you love?
cultured. Like, why
Your
the
favorite
No,
movie of her?
I didn't figure you saying. You said Viola Davis. Viola Davis is such a strong actress, and she could do anything literally. And then
right? But
you
then I like how subtle and cute Rachel McAdams is. It's
oh,
like so natural. So I
so
love her obviously in Mean Girls, and then there's The Notebook. And like
Yeah, come on.
worst
Come
movie
on.
of all time.
Classic.
it's too long though, like unnecessarily.
The worst movie of all time. I think you know what. P.S. I Love You. Have you seen that movie?
How does it end?
How does it begin?
How does it end?
How does it begin?
I'll give you the premises of the film. So in the movie, Gerard Butler plays the guy.
Nope, didn't see it.
Yeah, maybe.
He passes away. He writes letters to his wife.
I feel like I
While
know.
he was alive or he passed away? How did he write letters?
You want me to give you the film? All right, so I'm gonna tell you the film. He finds out he has cancer, so he sets this whole thing up where he writes a bunch of letters to help her get through the grieving stage of not
So
being
and
with
they get
him.
mailed.
Oh, wow.
The film is I cried during that movie.
Wow. I can't watch
I'm a
movies like that.
crier, so that wouldn't
No.
even be a big thing. Like I cry.
That's another film you could. P.S. I Love You. It's called.
What's the one where the this little sister has some illness? She ends up dying. Her big sister is, oh my god. Yeah, no.
Brenda doesn't watch TV or film.
I do, just not enough. And I forget the names too.
Brenda is the Dominican Rachel McAdams.
Why, thank you.
Okay. Dominican figure you would like to play.
It's a minute. Fafita.
We're gonna need a lot of prosthetics,
Fafita. I'll play
some
Fafita.
special effects.
Dominican.
We
An
gotta
actor.
age you a lot. Anybody. It could be, what's Leone's wife, Margarita, or anybody. One of the Mirabal sisters.
That would be nice. Have they made a movie about that yet? Like a good movie?
El Tiempo de la Mariposa.
Ah, sí. Eso no es un
Starring
libro.
No, there's a movie with Mark Anthony.
Okay, I have to watch that.
And there's also there's another film. You can't. There's too many. All right. So Dominican York. Finally, we get to Dominican York.
Yeah, Dominican New York.
How
Oh,
was that for you? How did you get involved with the project? There's somebody in here also that made a cameo this season. How'd you feel about the whole season, season two? And what's up with Bella? Do you feel like you guys are closely associated, or
are you calling me a bitch?
I'm not saying any of that.
Per se. Um, so how did I get involved with the project? I
Mhm.
actually just auditioned. I found it on Actors Access. I didn't know them from a hole in the wall, and they didn't know me.
You didn't know Mark? Oh, but Mark wasn't on
Mark,
it.
yeah, Mark wasn't even in it yet.
Oh, okay.
So I Actors Access pre-pandemic. So I actually went in person to audition at
Okay.
Ripley Greer Studio, I think it was. And I auditioned. It was actually for the role that Ariana played, which was the Chuchi's boss at the restaurant wherever he
hmm
worked. And then I guess they liked me for Perla Maciel,
hmm
and yeah, we took it from there. And season two was so like Bella's so annoying, but it was like so funny this season. Like all the stuff she was coming out with, I thought it was really cute.
So, for those who haven't watched it, give us a little background on Perla, real quick. Perla.
So Perla is, she grew up in Dominican Republic, and
Mhm.
over there, those stories of people who in DR, they're like, my dad actually says that. He says in DR, él es el señor Núñez, and when he comes here, él es don mierda. So it's like over there, she went to college, she was the shit, and then she comes here, and it's like, she's just trying to like chapear a alguien for her future. And so yeah, so she's sarcastic, she's mean, but I don't she might not be a terrible person. I think she's just trying to keep up.
And for our non-Spanish viewers, what is chapial?
a gold digger.
Go digging, go digging.
Go digger.
Yeah.
So I was just saying, like, how do you for these role, right? Was there someone close to you that, or someone you knew or knew of, that kind of came out when you were doing it, or do you do that also when you get into roles?
Yeah, I try to think of someone that I know that acts that way. But for this one, I feel like it was so easy because we know so many people like this.
Hmm.
So it's like it came almost like second nature. Una come
Mhm.
mierda. Like we see that way too much.
Everybody knows one.
Right.
Okay. So, A Trópico de Sangre is the other movie, because there's like comments coming in, and I'm not posting them all.
Trópico de
I
Sangre.
think that's the film, the other one of the Middle sisters.
Okay, Trópico de Sangre.
So you got a lot of homework today, Brenda.
I see. Like when am I gonna find the time to do all of this? So Dominican York
Hmm.
is all on YouTube right now. So I
Hmm.
wasn't promoting it at first because my followers and my supporters are kind of like me. It's like I'm not gonna go watch one episode and then wait till next week to watch the next. So I waited till they're all there together now. So now you guys can binge watch.
Love that. Yeah, binge
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The episodes are short and sweet, and everyone works. The most immature cast in the world. It's really hard because we like make these stupid jokes and it's like, all right, cut it out. Um, but a great cast and a great production team filled with women,
Hmm.
which I love,
The
and
Ramirez sisters.
Ramirez sisters, but
I
also
had
our
them both.
DP, our
Hmm.
director,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
PA. So it's a great show, and at the end of the day, with independent projects like this, we just need funding to continue, and
Hmm.
Right.
hopefully somebody's watching and loves it, and then it can be even better.
So,
Right.
congratulations! I had both Jasenia and Michelle on last year, and they were doing a crowdfund for this season, and it went very well. I hope it continues, and they continue to write. Michelle's a very excellent writer.
Yes.
Um, and if they binge watch the whole season 2 and 1 of Dominican York, what else can they catch of Miss Big B on YouTube or Brenda Raquel? And why is there a difference between the two?
Well, my nickname growing up, obviously, sarcasm, Big
Hmm.
B. So I use that as my handle, but I'm
But
like,
you are very tall, though.
oh yeah,
You're my height. You're like
yeah,
almost 6 feet.
yeah.
For anyone that has not seen her in real life, she is so tiny and cute. Like,
Every time I meet someone, they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you were this small." I was
you
like,
were this, yeah, tiny.
"Yeah." So Big B, and then I mean, my name Brenda Raquel. Like I'm an actress. I'm not gonna go by Big B or Miss Big B.
Have you shown up to a set like, "Yo, Big B's here. What's up?" What scene we shooting right now?
No, I just feel like I was in a Zoom thing, and it said Big B. I was like, "Ay, qué vergüenza." It could have been the Law and Order table read, and I
Really?
was like, "Let me change this."
I gotta fix my Zoom name.
Let me fix my Zoom name. But you're asking what they can find me on YouTube?
No.
Not
What else can they watch you act in that's
um
accessible to the audience?
accessible to the audience. Well, La Factoria, and
Mm-hmm.
also we're gonna have a movie night where we're gonna show my first short film that we shot, so people can come out and actually see that live with us.
Hey, love
At
that.
Are
the,
we invited? I don't
of
get
course.
invited to anything, so I have to ask while I'm on air with you so
Oh,
I could get.
okay, just for proof.
He's like, he
Yeah,
wants
yeah, no.
accountability
You're
that he
definitely
asked.
you're definitely invited. And a lot of the stuff I'm working on hasn't come out yet. Like today that's why I'm wearing this green dress. I was shooting promo for a short film
Hmm.
that's based basically on two people being perfect for each other, but they don't notice each other because we're so caught up in this life here,
Mm-hmm.
always looking down, never paying attention to what's in front of us. It's a silent film too.
Really?
It's a silent film.
Oh,
I think they didn't like my voice. It was like, we're just gonna cut this shit out.
Wow.
and have
Stop.
her be silent. That I'm also working on a I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but because she's another actress that I'm excited to work with. Like the first thing I asked was like, who's the other lead actress? And when they told me, I was super excited. But it's a short film about two Dominican women
Hmm.
who one has her life together, the other one not so much, and kind of like what that means to them. I can't give too many details, but I'm excited about that production too.
Hmm. And what are you doing with your guys, Ivan and Tommy? Um, what's coming up next?
So
What do you guys?
Sabor Latino, that's our project where
Hmm.
we're gonna reinvent it a little bit. We're gonna reshoot the pilot. We're gonna write more episodes. It's gonna be way bigger and better.
Right.
Okay, so I just want to prove to the world that Brenda is my height. So hold on one second. I'm gonna pull this up. She's like 5'10", y'all. I
Oh,
don't know where she got this Miss Big B business, whatever.
I hope he pulls up a Photoshop nonsense.
So you can see right there, we kind of leaning down, but she's my height. She be lying. She be lying. And like right here, look,
oh yeah, you're right.
my height.
I'm bugging
And
out.
the real Big B is sitting across her. So
The real Big B,
Benny Banks, the real Big
Benny
B,
Banks, better sit down.
the real Big B. Brenda, I want to thank you for coming on today. Thank you for giving us your time.
Thank you. Oh, and I'm sorry, I should mention the play. You guys should take advantage
The
of watch
checklist, yes.
checklist because I don't know when the next one's gonna be. So October
Goodness.
22nd, checklist. The play, October 22nd. Okay.
Beardless Rick might be back when I lose 40 pounds. So, Brenda Raquel, ladies and gentlemen, follow her at
Thanks, Brenda.
Miss
Thank you,
Big
Jasmine. Thank you,
B.
Rick, for having me. You guys are the best.
Miss Big B,
Anytime.
y'all.
I think I have to play one last commercial due to contractual obligations. If I can find it.
Drop it.
And
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same channel.
Se fue la luz over here.
Did it?
Now my little nice light over here.
Next week, I promise you, Ricky Smooth sent me some exclusive shit that I'm gonna play next week.
We miss Ricky Smooth. We gotta see him. We gotta see him.
He was locked up somewhere, cooking up some R&B fire.
Ooh.
He's got a preview to his new music.
Okay.
His manager debuts on camera as well, which is fantastic.
Oh, he got big things in the works.
And he said he's dropping an album New Year's Day. So he's gonna come back and talk about that.
We gotta throw the horn on that.
There you go. And I'm pretty sure Dr. G will be back from his. Dr. G's on tour right now. He's on fire right now, hitting up
Dr. G on
stages.
fire. He on tour. He out here running these streets.
What are we gonna do?
I be telling him, I'm like, can you?
How are we gonna book these guys?
We gotta get them. We got, that's good. That means they're on the up and up. Ricky
Okay.
Smooth out there making his album. Come on.
His album. Ricky Smooth is also doing a private performance at the end of October. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, he's doing a private performance at the end of October, and it's gonna be uptown, intimate affair. Nothing but love and grown and sexy. That's what he's about. But stay tuned for that announcement next week.
Word up.
Till next time, I'll see you guys.
Bye.
Woo!
You feel that now? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, I know you and your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee.